He's really like in a cult now. He really be riding around Atlanta, no lie, like no cap. He really be riding around Atlanta. He like, cause all the clubs are right here, but he be riding around just like, I would say like a demon. I would say like a demon.
Who y'all talking about?
You know, Boosie.
I can't talk right now. I'm doing hot girl. Being good, I'm a bad.
Y'all got the audacity to be intimidated by a bad motherfucking queen.
Women are even stronger when we work together.
Look how far we've come from having no voice to being on the brink of making history.
What is it? Okay, so I know there are a lot of expectations for women. And I know growing up, our parents had different views from us. So do any of you guys remember anything that y'all mama used to do? Or like used to say or live by that y'all weren't, like now looking back on it, that y'all didn't really agree with? Or live by?
Like a whole lot.
Like relationship wise, or
anything. Like, you know how they say black women gotta be this, black women gotta do this, or since you're a woman you have to do this, or you can, like.
Okay, I got one. But it's with my grandma.
Or grandma,
it just popped in my head. Like growing up, watch her like fix plates and stuff. I don't feel like I should have to do that. Like for her husband, like after she cook, like she fix plates for everybody, and then she sit down and eat. Like there should be a shared role.
That's true. I mean,
but
Joy looking like, nah, I fix my man plate. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, my mama, she fixed my daddy plate first, then she fixed everybody else's, then she fixed hers.
I have heard that before, like, you fix the man's plate first, and then you fix the kid's plate, and then you fix your plate. I'm like, no, the food is cold, so I got to get the cold food. Because I'm the one, so you mean I got to eat cold food. I got to eat warmed up food. That's what you're saying. That I cook. It's crazy.
But even though I'm saying, like, I feel like the man could serve too. Like,
he can.
You don't have to, you don't just have to be the woman fixing plates.
And if both of us in the kitchen, then you can help the kid out. So my food is
do some.
Yeah, I don't like the emphasis on it. Like, I have to do that. Like, no, but I feel that equally the man and the woman can serve each other, like the family in general. Mm-hmm. But one thing I don't like is like basically how a woman should act in general. Like growing up as a child, you have to act a certain way. You have to close your legs. I hated that. Close your legs. I'm like, I'm hot. I'm playing stuff like that. Like, I don't want to close my legs. I hated that. But growing up, we got a lot of men out here who are pervs. So I do kind of feel why they told me that now. But then again, I'm like, I'm a young girl. Like, I'm playing. I'm free. I'm happy. Like, I don't want to be like, close my legs. Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to my mom. It's like little stuff that they used to tell us when we were young. I don't know if it's a southern thing or what. Like, you can't wear red fingernail polish. You can't wear red drawers. What my drawers got to do with anybody?
Color drawers? I never heard of color.
Red drawers.
I never heard that either. I never heard
like kind of seductive. Yeah. Like, that color red.
Yeah. Y'all I was told to not like sit on a man's lap and take money from a man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, to sit on a man's lap, they might need to keep going.
Well, yeah, because some men you just don't know nowadays. They're sick.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
You do. It's true. Do you remember?
But we weren't really mindful when we were young,
Mm-mm.
But then again, like, don't like give me that opportunity to do it. Like just y'all telling me don't sit on a man's lap and don't go over here. I'm like, I thought he was my uncle.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my uncle. That's my cousin. That's
right.
my daddy.
I used to stay on my uncles
like they scary.
Like, under all my uncles, like on their laps and everything. Like we didn't really grow up like that. Like my mom and them didn't ever tell us nothing except for like maybe close your legs if they just wide open, you know. Because you know we kids, we just think we playing. We ain't paying no attention to who around us and stuff. But I used to be under like we were real close, like my whole family. But we was always with all our uncles and cousins and stuff. So I ain't really had none of those things growing up like that.
So as you got older, did people tell you like you're not supposed to wear certain stuff? Because I know me, like as I started getting older and started liking fashion more, if I put on a dress or something, my grandmother would be like, "Where your slip at? A slip?
Those the stockings for me.
Tight.
The slip to church.
The tights,
Right.
In the summertime.
But what y'all use slips for? Like what was they saying it for? Like the one to go under the dress?
Yeah. It's like extra protection.
That was
I thought
you can
just
see
it
through
really
that
keep
dress.
it from your like underwear not sticking to the dress. That's why we wore slips. You know, like how with a
No,
we wore it to cover your underwear,
right?
And not
well,
to
see,
because I can see through that dress. I'm like, you know that if I open my legs, there's nothing in between my legs. So if the sun
right.
And I got on a dress, you don't see. I don't know what you want me to do.
That's why they want you to wear the tights so you can't see anything.
That's too much. It's too hot outside.
And it was hot. Ugh, I hate it.
We stayed in slips, boy. I ain't know. I thought we were supposed to wear slips.
I mean, where were you wearing them to? Like
everywhere?
To church? No, I'm just saying these people
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh,
no.
What?
No, we just wear slips to church.
Dinner.
Where your shorts is? It is hot. That's why I'm wearing this dress. That is don't make no sense.
I never heard of nothing like that. To church, yeah, but
to church, most definitely church.
Not in general.
Girl, my people have told me most of the time, ain't got to have no kind of meat on my bones, and nobody's booty, no nothing. What I need to hold? Nothing.
It was just in general. They wanted to have that authoritative, like, just telling you what to do. Like, look, period. These are the rules. You can't do it no matter how your body look. You know, that's what I want you to do.
Don't talk like this. Why are you loud? A young lady supposed to be seen and not heard.
But I was yelling.
Okay, so I did have some teachers that said that, like in middle school, but like as far as my parents and grandparents, I went to, you see, like them old people, we had older teachers, and they were always talking about how women, they real life wanted us to wear skirts that were like to our ankles. I mean, we in middle school, okay. And
what school y'all went to?
I went to Grambling Middle Magnet in Grambling, Louisiana. And they used to realize they were older, like they really was some B words. Like when I got older, I realized I was like, these people were so miserable. Like they really used to pick on kids. Like we really like had to sit in the hallway, and most people that went to my school were like from the surrounding area. So parents at work. So if we didn't have on what they wanted us to have on, we had to miss out on what we was like going to. Like if we was going to like a play or like a field trip or something, we realized it used to be like we used to be lined up down the hall. People with skirts on or wrong color stockings or didn't have on this. Like I was like,
all the boys had to do was put on their little shorts or their little panties. I was still seeing that.
Yes, and then don't have on no lip gloss. Don't want to look presentable.
What the lip gloss?
You have to go call your mama because your mama know what she bought you because you don't work, so your mama know what you got. You have to go call your mama, tell them you got on lip gloss. You trying to be fast because I don't want ashy lips. I'm being fast.
That was a Catholic school.
Nah. It was not. No, the teachers, like, it wasn't even a religious thing. They just were like, they like enjoy picking on the little girls. I realize
I don't like that everything that we do is sexualized as a black girl in general. Like every single thing. Lip gloss.
Lip gloss.
My lip gloss is cool. I'm just trying to be not my lip chat. you know.
We're not dollar store.
It's
I
big
mean,
on people.
I have sold $1 lip gloss.
Right.
It tasted like
Yeah, and
bubblegum.
then back then, you know, everybody had the smackers. Come on.
The flavor, the flavor. Strawberry, blueberry.
If a man is looking at your lips because you have on lip gloss, he was gonna look at your lips regardless, even if they had.
It just enhanced him looking at them.
We can't do nothing. We can't breathe.
Nothing.
We can't do
I
nothing.
feel like
You can't even be a girl.
I feel like this is an older black woman thing, though, because it's a lot of stuff that my grandma gets on to me about when I wear or whatever around her. But if I go around my mama, like, I don't hear nothing. But it's like the age difference and how they grew up and how they was raised.
Their times,
I can see that
now, and they
Like,
don't
my
understand
grandma
it.
trip up a lot.
They be going in and out though. I feel the parents of, you know, from our grandparents to now, because you know they feel that, you know, that relation to, oh yeah, when I was your age, I wanted to wear this and I wanted to wear that. But then again, when we wear it, they be like, "Where you going and what you doing?"
So they
and
be
I'm like,
jealous.
"Look."
And they was hot in the city.
Period, jealous, yes.
With they
They be
put
jealous.
couple skirts on. So
Not Pentecostal. She don't put the religion in.
I'm sorry. But y'all know Pentecostal skirts, you know, they be wearing their own skirts. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No? Okay. We're gonna edit
Past
it.
your ankle, yes. Dragon.
My grandma definitely. Sometimes she understands it, and sometimes she just like, that's so much. Because especially like my graduation outfit, baby, she said, "Where's your undershirt at?"
Not undershirt.
Not undershirt.
Man, this is not. This is not 7th grade.
7th grade. 7th grade.
We had to wear undershirts.
Yeah.
Why I gotta wear a bra,
Wear a
undershirt, and the regular shirt?
Okay.
Why I gotta do all that?
That's so confusing to me because I ain't wear none of that. To church, yes, but
you grew up in a city though, right?
sort of, kind of, no.
Because my sister did too on my dad's side, and they had a little freeway compared to like the country. You know,
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
And fashion, so yeah, they're more like advanced, like a little bit with fashion.
You didn't experience like nothing that you were like you don't do XYZ because you're a girl. Or you?
I mean, besides the things y'all said, sitting on laps, sleeping over people's house, close your legs.
Now we were
all that.
Who house you couldn't sleep?
Mom ain't let me sleep by nobody else. Nobody.
So they had daddies and brothers and stuff.
Yeah, friends, none of that. Like they got brothers. And it wasn't because of me. It was just to protect.
Trust people.
Yeah, because people be doing children stuff and they don't even.
Yeah,
it's true.
They ain't gonna believe no kid. Let it happen.
It don't be the people who house you gonna stay by.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The people who house you get all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How they get you. Look, they done put a little trust in your mama them.
But yeah, the undershirt thing, I think going to church, yeah, the stockings, going to church as a kid, yeah, but y'all talking about outside of church. No man.
Like daily routine, I had to wear an undershirt. Like I had to get it out with my clothes every day. What color undershirt am I wearing today with my bra?
It was like a real undershirt or like a little tank top?
Kind of like a Porsche on, right?
Tank top's different. Yeah, tank top's different.
Yeah, kind of like a little white beater.
What's them called? Spaghetti strap tank thing. Yeah, you know, that's still an undershirt.
And then sometimes they couldn't be too skinny. You had to get the thicker ones. They be like, oh, them too skinny.
Girl, where you from, girl? I'm trying to say something.
But Louisiana.
What country part you from?
No,
the little country part I was living in for a while when they were really, really strict about all those Southern hospitality was Angie. And I was like not too far from Franklinton, Tangipahoa area. Like,
well, you way down there. Okay.
But
in the country.
I had people in Houma too. I had people in New Orleans who kind of had that same mentality too, like in the East. But I think it's down south in general, like,
Mm-hmm.
but really stricter in them like northern, like little back town areas, like
Yeah.
Franklinton,
It comes to
Angie.
what clothes to put on.
Yeah, and they really be like hard up.
Were y'all
And
taught
you be having to bring stuff in your backpack and change later.
Oh, girl. Now, see, you was living the movie lifestyle.
She definitely sound like a handmaid. I don't like that.
doing all that? I just
Girl,
My
I gotta
aunts
take
do
these
that,
tights
though.
off. It's hot. It's hot.
That's what I don't understand. Y'all really burn it up.
They
And then
trying to
y'all
protect y'all.
I'm not gonna go further, but like,
Don't. Please don't.
look,
So were
I'm
y'all
taking
taught
out
any
these tights.
toxic traits when it came to like how you're supposed to handle men or how you're supposed to move in a relationship? Because we were okay. This is the backstory for this question. We were joking about what Betty Wright used to say in her little songs, like how she said, I was earning my man while I was learning my man.
It's
What
better
is
having a piece of
Having a
man
piece of man is better
than
than
no
having no
man
man
at
at
all.
all.
Don't
And we
blame
was
Mr.
really
Charlie because
believing
he's just a man.
this stuff made sense to us. Like, okay, you really gotta work for a good man, or you know, men don't never give you their whole self. Were y'all taught like in a relationship in general, you're not gonna get a hold of somebody and you gotta work, you gotta cook for that man, you gotta fold that man clothes, you gotta do this, do that for him to be good. Were y'all taught that or no?
I wasn't really taught it. I was just seeing it, I guess. Like,
Yeah, me too.
because my mom didn't like this what you have to do for a man. This what you need to do. She would do it on her own. Like you said, how y'all said earlier, like the woman would serve her family and the man first. Like I would see that, like her washing the clothes, like cleaning the house. It just came like natural, second nature. It wasn't something I was, taught. My mom did that naturally, like, oh,
Was they
do this
like,
for my
was they
man,
married
do
or
this for a
something?
man. They weren't married. No. It was my stepdad, actually, yeah. And they weren't even married. But that was like my father figure, So,
Oh, okay.
but she did that all like naturally, domestically, like as a woman. So my grandma taught her that, and she like did that. But in my head, I'm like, I'm probably not gonna do this. So
In my head, I was like, all right, this probably how I'm gonna be. And then as I
tried
got
it.
older, a lot of stuff that I struggled with. I'm still figuring it out. But I just feel like we inherited a lot of toxic behavior when it comes to relationships. Just not even what like, catering to your man and stuff, but kind of forgiving the man or your spouse for things that you probably shouldn't forgive them for, or how we saw that a relationship was supposed to go, because in all reality, women really were made to take a lot of shit that they shouldn't have been taking.
Were made.
Right. I have to do this for my man to pay the bills and
Right.
be the,
Because I hear so many stories now, and I was like, dang, I thought these relationships was like goals. And they were
Okay.
that was
That's
like,
what they say. They say like a lot of them old relationships lasted because the women were like just afraid to leave and stuff. Like they had to do this because back then they wasn't working like the men. Well, like men, some men still do everything, but like the men were literally the gorilla glue, to the family. And it's like they had to do it.
Like you said, we had to take it down.
Nah,
that's been really good.
Honey, I wouldn't say I was taught any toxic things, but when I was dealing with somebody, I was like, let me just keep doing this or keep doing what I'm doing That way he won't leave me. Even though I already know the nigga don't like me like that. But I'm going to just keep doing this so he can see that I'm really trying. I would say, because my parents are married. And they've been married my whole life. So I didn't really, she did what wives do. She never did anything that I would just like frown upon. Like, I'm not going to be fixing the plates and stuff. Because it's 8 of us. She fixed all our plates and fixed my dad's plate and fixed her plate too. So, but me, as far as me, like listening to like music and stuff, so I would say I was influenced by
the culture.
Yeah, just like what I thought I knew, doing what I thought I was supposed to do. Y'all see me in post, they talking about you gotta go, like the post they be like, you gotta go through this and that in order for a relationship to. No, you don't. In this generation, we are leaving. Nobody putting up with nothing. They always talking about you gotta get through this and go through this in order to see if the relationship lasts or if it's work.
No, that too. No pain, no gain.
No. Okay, no pain, no gain.
But no, y'all, I think that they say that now because like our parents, like they stayed through a lot of stuff. So they had to get through all that stuff to get to where they are today. V, you said your parents been married for how many years? Like 20 something years, 20 plus years. My parents been married for 20. Oh, Jesus Christ. My parents been married that long. Well, not that long, but at least 20, 25 years or something like that. But I feel like every relationship goes through some trying times. So I feel like people are posting stuff like that because they watch their parents go through hell and back and they still together. So I feel like that's why people have that way of thinking because they see what their parents then went through and they like, they went through that and they didn't came out of that. And I look with it, 20 years.
But I don't like that healing back is like normal.
Right.
Oh, no, it's definitely not normal.
Like, you make sure you go through something like first
trial,
before you marry me.
You got to go through. Oh, yeah. Right.
But it's normal. It's definitely the normal. You're going to go through something with everybody.
But I feel like they need to put it in a category. Like they be putting it like, you supposed to take this man back. It don't matter how many times he cheat. I understand that somebody not having enough money, like we low on funds and stuff. We don't know how we gonna pay this bill. I can go through that. But this man disrespected me, and that's what like they don't ever like, categorize it. Like they just say you gotta go through something. But I be thinking they talk.
No, I'm not saying go through cheating and all that.
Yeah, that's why they need to be specific with
but
whatever
as far as financial problems and stuff like that, I can see you going through that with a person.
Yeah,
and sticking it out.
Only that.
But that's a double standard though sometimes because it really just be the women going through it most of the time. It be like you got y'all gonna go through some stuff. Y'all gonna hit some bumps in the road. Like his road don't be bumpy though. Once he bump, he be gone. But you gotta go through 5 bumps, 300 bumps, turn around the corner, and you supposed to be okay. This fool ain't even trying to stop at the red light and turn. He's scared about the red light. But we supposed to
because they already know what they're entitled to in a relationship. Like you said, the women were gonna settle for that. Oh, I already know I'm gonna cheat on her, but she gonna take me back because she wanna keep her family. She wanna keep her, her seeing the daddy and the mom together. And so a lot of women, we do settle. That's the big thing.
And a lot of women do say that too, Diamond. That they want to keep their family together. That's the only
reason.
reason.
And the man was not thinking about that when he went did. That's very interesting.
Oh, when he went what?
When he went and cheated, he was not thinking about the consequences.
Right.
But the woman has to be the person to think about the consequences. So she has to sacrifice her emotions, her feelings for what
happiness.
He didn't care.
Yeah. Right.
So that she can keep the family together. Like women have to literally be everything to every single body. Like I gotta put my emotions on the back burner to accommodate everybody else.
Everybody.
And it's just
strong, and it's very sickening. How it's just a toxic recycle over the generations, and like we gotta get through it. We gotta break it for real. Like that's why a lot of women they are like I do get the whole like sex appeal on the media and like them doing what they want to do, art, makeup, like we don't really care. But then again, when is it a boundary and when are you being sexualized? And it's just a never ending cycle at the end of the day. So
whatever we do, it's gonna be sexualized.
Right. I feel like that's not our fault.
No, not at all.
That's their fault.
Yes, 100%. Of course, they're gonna blame it on us.
Of course.
Right. And then we're black.
Well, sometimes it is women's fault. When they allowing a man to put a Hennessy bottle in their mouth.
That's what I'm saying. So this what I'm saying.
On their knees.
It's some stuff we don't have a
right.
I think when you speak about like the boundary is some stuff is meant to be sexual. And some stuff is not meant to be sexual. But everything is sexual. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hennessy bottle in the place, that the Hennessy bottle shouldn't be going in your mouth while you're on the knees. That's how they was gonna be perceived. But me drinking this drink right here, and you like, ooh, your throat deep. You know what I'm saying? The was meant to be sexual. Me drinking
everything
was just me drinking a drink because I'm thirsty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't get to it. It's not a turn off switch, especially for Black women. So how y'all feel about the whole be Simone? Oh, since we're talking about sexual stuff, we talked about Lori Harvey in our first. That was our first episode.
Yeah, but we ain't in our first.
Yeah.
Okay. In our first episode, and Boosie. Everybody upset with Boosie today about him saying y'all praising Lori Harvey for these men running through her. Y'all need to get a praise to the men. How y'all feel about it? Because I'm like,
now you don't went through everybody in the industry, Boosie. Everybody. He done went through everybody. And she is a female who prefers to date within the industry because that's who she's safe with. That's who she grew up, around and everything like that. Why would I not date with him? Didn't he tell his younger sons he would get them strippers and all that?
He got his younger sons strippers who have sex with him.
Oh,
he said
yeah.
something about his son gonna get head by 6 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. He hired somebody to have sex with his son.
It's not human for one. That's like a clone. I'll just say that. And
not here, calm.
I mean, like, that's another.
Yeah, I don't think he be somewhere, but he don't be on Earth. He be somewhere.
He's really like in a cult now. He really be riding around Atlanta, no lie, like no cap. He really be riding around Atlanta. He like, cause all the clubs are right here, but he be riding around just like, I would say like a demon. I would say like a demon.
Who y'all talking about?
Boosie.
Okay, I thought it was something about
Boosie. He's preying on women. Preying on women. Beautiful women. Trying to exploit them.
Man, I'm about to cry, man. Be angry.
I'm not even like this is real life stuff. Like,
so what he like? Go pick women up and stuff? Have them in his little compound?
In a Sprinter van.
Man, I'm hot girl.
Being good, I'm a bad.
Y'all got the audacity to be intimidated by a bad queen.
Women are even stronger when we work together.
Look how far we've come from having no voice to being on the brink of making history.